Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Alex, better known as Plumbob, and today I am bringing you this video about my Derry save file, or Derry-inspired save file. As I said before in my previous video, I'm trying to create a save file that is inspired by Derry, Maine, from Stephen King's Stephen King's book, It. And because last week, during the month of October, I was watching the movie that came out in 2017 with my students, and I was very immersed. I can say that, yes, immersed, or very enchanted by the aesthetic of the movie. The small town and the mystery and all of that. And I thought to myself that I wanted to create a save file that gave that same feeling. So I started the save file, with the Seriously Blank save. I don't remember the creator, but if I find the name, I'm gonna put it in the description box with a link if you want to have a save file that has absolutely nothing in it. Like, all the words are just blank canvas for you to create your very own save file from the beginning, like from zero. But yeah, now that's what I'm doing now. Creating a playback. Sorry, I cannot speak. I'm so sorry. I'm creating now the public library from Derry. The one that one of the main characters appears reading the history of Derry and all the bad things that had happened in the place. And yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I realized that I've been improving my building skills. I haven't built in a long time. Like, I rather to go into the gallery and download anything that I need because one, I'm lazy. Two, I don't have the patience to do something like that, though I have been finding it very therapeutic. Like, spend so much time in something and looking for all the details surrounded, creating a building. And yeah, I'm very happy that I get to experience that, because before I started making content for The Sims, I used to watch tons of speed build videos and a lot of simmers that gravitated towards the building content. And I was very, I was a fan, because I loved how they could use no CC and all of the things from the packs or from the base game to create these intricate and very alive buildings. And I wanted to do the same, but I never had the courage quotation marks to do it, because like I said before, I am very impatient. As you can see here, I was trying to find the lighthouse to put it in the sorry, I was trying to find the lighthouse to put it in the top of the building, and when I found it, I realized that it looked ridiculous. What I wanted was a clock tower, and I couldn't find one for the life of me. I was searching for hours and hours, and at the end I decided that I had to build my own clock tower if I wanted to put that there. And I felt so proud about it, because it's the first time that I'm creating like something so intricate by myself. I didn't need to use how do you say this, CC or anything or tutorials to create this clock tower, and I'm proud of myself. I added a bell on the top because I wanted to put like a fence, like with the peaks, like the ones that we have in the vampires pack, but I didn't know how to do that. So I decided to put a bell on the top of the clock tower. I think it's very cute. I love it so much. And here another thing that I was looking for and I couldn't find for the life of me was a bike rack. I searched so much for this bike rack that I gave up at the end and went to do other things, the stairs and stuff. And eventually I found it and I had to Google it to find where the heck was the bike rack to put outside of my building. Here I am placing the stairs and in a way that I thought I was pretty, smart, but at the end of the day it wasn't that smart because it left me with a square for the Sims to walk up, and I had to change it and did it like this. I'm so sorry for the lighting. I don't know what I was thinking or what I was doing. I wasn't using any lights there. If you see in the video, if you see me stopping, it's because I'm looking at the reference photos in my tablet, and that's why there are some spaces that are like, a full pause for a second, and then I continue building. It's because I'm doing that. First, I wanted to use, these space or saucer plates lights because, it's easier, it's sleek, but I didn't like the light. And I know that I could, bring a seam and change the settings of the lights and stuff, but I really didn't like it. So I ended up changing all the lights at the end. You're gonna see it in a moment. The same with, you're going to see me changing a lot of things. I start doing one thing and end up doing another thing, but at the end of the day I think that the last thing that I changed, that it was the direction of the bookshelves. It was the best decision because it looked so much better, like the pictures that you see at the beginning. You're gonna see in a moment. But yeah, now in this building I remember to toggle off the grid when I was taking my pictures, because in the last video when I was doing the show pictures, the pictures of the end, I realized that my grid was toggle on and you could see all the grids while I was trying to be aesthetic and slick, and it was so embarrassing. But you live and you learn and you make mistakes and stuff. So now I'm doing the front desk, which is a little bit custom made, with these, I think this is from Get to Work, this desk, the receptionist desk, and then using some base game counters and a lot of, this one, I'm sorry that I say, a lot, it's like something that I do a lot. I'm trying to change it. Like I said before, a lot of treasure. What's the name of that pack? I don't remember. Basement treasures, I think is that. But I'm using that to do a little bit of clutter. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Oh, have you guys been watching the gameplay of all the Simmers with the new pack? It's amazing. I love the new pack so much. Right now I don't have $40 to spend on, but I really want to get it when there's a sale or something, because I don't get my packs full price anymore. I just wait for them to go on a sale, or sometimes I buy them on instant gaming. And yeah, I do that. But I have been watching Ashley, Ty. Those are my favorite steamers right now. I love Miss Lollipop too. those three are like my goals in, aesthetic. I love their videos. They're so good. And I loved that they pack, because Ashley, the from Ashley Place and Thai for Grated and Tater Tots, uh, they are more of a realistic gameplay and very aesthetic, like that girl. Aesthetic type of aesthetic. I'm sorry if I stopped talking for a minute. It's my brain buffering, because English is not my first language, so I have to buffer a little bit to translate in my head. That's why there's some spaces that I don't talk like right now. But like I was saying, Ashley and Tay are two simmers that their gameplays are very realistic. And I love that this pack took them out of their comfort zone. And it's been, very inspiring to watch them do that and exploring the new expansion pack. And I love it so much. I love the expansion pack so much. Since I saw the trailer, I cried like a baby, because it reminded me to my dad of the whole story, of the girl going through this journey to bring his I don't know if it was to bring her parent back, or it was just showing the gameplay of the bucket list. But it really touched my heart, and it reminded me a lot of my dad. And I want to get it. I know that I can do kind of the gameplay without the pack, but I really want to get it, because I also saw all the items that are in cast, and they are very, very nice, very pretty. It's been a long time since I've seen the Sims community, the content creators and stuff, be genuinely happy about a new pack. Like I said before, I didn't say it here, in my back on my TikTok, I am a Sims 4 apologist. I love everything they do, and not because I want to get something out of them, or because there's a lot of conspiracies out there that EA pays their content creators. I don't really care about that. I have always been a fan of the franchise since Sims 1. My best friend in that time, when I was 7 or 8, I don't remember, I was very, very young, she her dad bought her Sims 1, the base game and the expansion pack with the pets. And I only remember the name of the pack in Spanish, that was Animales Raudales, and it was my favorite time of my life. She would come to my house and spend weeks sleeping over, or during the summer break or winter break together, and we would play the Sims all the time. And then when I moved to another city, my brother bought The Sims 2 when it came out, and he bought with all the expansion packs. Of course, this was when we didn't have to, especially here in my country, this connection with the internet. It wasn't very, I don't know how to say this in English. Estable. I don't know how to say that in English, but it was very hard to get, on the internet. And so he bought a pirated one, and we loved it. The Sims were a huge chunk of our teenagehood and childhood. And then I forgot about the franchise for a long time. I didn't got to play with The Sims 3. And to be honest, I don't really like, the aesthetic of The Sims 3. Everybody says that The Sims 3 is the best Sims, like the best games. I have never played The Sims 3, and it's solely because The Sims 3 Sims are ugly. I'm so sorry. I don't like it. And when we went, when 2020 happened, I rediscovered my love for The Sims, and I started playing The Sims again. I started with The Sims 2 in a very old computer, and it killed my computer, my laptop. The Sims 2 killed it, like it was gone to the grave. And when I got my new laptop, because I was working online that time, I got The Sims 4, and it was like falling in love again. And I love The Sims 4. I love this franchise so much, and like I said before, I am a Sims 4 apologist. And I know a lot of people do not agree with that, but what can I say? I love it. I just love The Sims 4. So as you can see, I don't know how to English, I'm so sorry. As you can see, I changed their directions of the bookshelves because I liked it better this way, and I'm changing all the lamps, all the ceiling lamps for these ones, because the saucer plate lamps weren't giving me, the aesthetic that I wanted. And then when we go to the second floor, I had to ponder a lot, like a night, of what I wanted to do what I wanted to do there. I'm sorry, I'm nervous, that's why I'm tripping on my words, but I had to ponder a lot. I was contemplating to leave it blank for if anyone wanted to download this from the gallery, and they can do whatever they want with the second floor. But you will see that I finally got to do something over there. Also, I am adding some of these distressed details from the decoration section, like the peeled wall or the cracked wall stuff, because this is inspired on Derry, and Derry is like a very old vintage place. And I want to do the same for my previous video. I remember that I built a high school, and it was too modern for my taste, and it was too sleek to clean. And now what I want to do is to deteriorate it a little bit so it fits the aesthetic of this Derry-inspired save file. But yeah, I think that's everything I'm gonna say for now. If there's something else that I want to say, that will have to be in the next video. So I'm going to leave you now with the spilled build, and I hope you like the end result. Bye guys.
you